Welcome back to Dark Coping, where horror meets the mind. While the dog days of summer usually mean a theatrical drought for horror fans, August 2026 is bringing a massive wave of psychological thrillers, 90s camp, and modern deconstructions to your favorite streaming platforms. We aren't just looking for jump scares today, we are breaking down exactly what you need to watch across Netflix, HBO Max, and Shudder, and why these films get under our skin. Let's start with Netflix. On August 1st, they are dropping a massive collection of the Child's Play franchise. This includes Child's Play 2, where Andy Barclay is stalked in his new foster home, Child's Play 3, moving the trauma to a military academy, Bride of Chucky, which introduces Tiffany and pivots the series into a self-aware camp, Curse of Chucky, a return to Gothic haunted house roots, and Cult of Chucky, set entirely in a psychiatric hospital. It's a perfect opportunity to analyze how creator Don Mancini successfully transitioned the series over the decades, and what our enduring love for a foul-mouthed toy says about our need to laugh at our own childhood vulnerabilities. On August 3rd, the animatronic dread continues with Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2. Continuing the story of security guards trapped with possessed mascots. August 15th brings The Shallows, a brilliant stripped-down exercise in isolated survival horror, starring Blake Lively, stranded on a rock just 200 yards from shore while a great white circles. It forces us to confront our primal terror of becoming prey and the illusion of safety. Finally, on August 24th, we get Megan, the viral tech horror hit about a brilliant roboticist who gives her orphan niece a prototype AI doll. This film is a masterclass in weaponizing the uncanny valley, but beneath the viral dancing, it exploits a deeply modern anxiety, the outsourcing of parenthood and the existential dread of being replaced by our own artificial creations. Over on HBO Max, August is heavily focused on paranoia and the violation of safe spaces. On August 1st, we get the modern masterpiece, Barbarian, where a woman discovers her rental home is double booked by a strange man, only to find a terrifying subterranean secret beneath the house. It expertly subverts our expectations by manipulating the inherent vulnerability we feel in unfamiliar environments. Also on the 1st, we get the bleak dread of It Comes at Night, focusing on two families trying to share a home during a mysterious, devastating plague. The legendary psychological twist of Orphan, about a couple adopting a young girl who is far from what she seems, and Kevin Smith's bizarre body horror experiment, Tusk, about a podcaster held captive by a madman obsessed with turning him into a walrus. Max is also leaning heavily into the Strangers franchise. Chapter 2, continuing the prequel trilogy of a young couple terrorized in a remote cabin, arrives on August 7th. Chapter 1 and the 2018 sequel, Pray at Night, set in an abandoned trailer park, drops on August 30th. It's an excellent case study in nihilistic, motiveless home invasion. The true horror of The Strangers isn't the violence, it's the lack of reason behind it. Also on August 30th is Drew Goddard's The Cabin in the Woods, the ultimate meta-deconstruction of where five friends visit a remote cabin, manipulated by technicians in a control room. And if you need a dose of holiday gore early, Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, a slick slasher terrorizing Plymouth, Massachusetts, arrives on August 17th. If you want true, curated deep cuts, Shudder is the undisputed king this month. August 1st is packed. We have the 1970 daylight thriller, and soon The Darkness, about two British nurses cycling in rural France when one suddenly vanishes. We get the sinister 1989 French killer dog movie, Baxter, told from the perspective of a sociopathic bull terrier. There is also George A. Romero's overlooked 2000 revenge thriller, Bruiser, about a pushover magazine editor who wakes up to find his face has become a blank white mask. Shudder is also bringing the 90s nostalgia with 2 Tales from the Crypt features. The wildly entertaining Demon Knight, a siege movie in a rundown boarding house against demonic forces, and the campy Bordello of Blood, about a private eye infiltrating a vampire brothel. Peter Jackson's frantic supernatural comedy, The Frighteners, starring Michael J. Fox as a psychic scam artist battling a real demonic spirit, joins them. We also get the 2004 French film, They Came Back, a quiet, unnerving precursor to modern zombie media where the dead return physically normal, attempting to seamlessly re-enter society. Finally, on August 17th, Shudder unleashes Threads. If you haven't seen this 1984 British television film detailing a nuclear strike on Sheffield, be warned. It is arguably the most terrifying, unvarnished depiction of nuclear fallout ever put to film. It is horror grounded in absolute, inescapable reality, the ultimate existential dread realized on screen. Whether you're studying the evolution of slasher icons on Netflix, unpacking the psychological trauma of HBO Max's lineup, or diving into Shudder's bizarre history, August gives us plenty of dark material to analyze. If you want to check out the brand new horror films releasing this month, don't miss our videos covering both the August 2026 theatrical horror slate and the new original streaming releases. Which of these older library titles are you queuing up first? Let us know in the comments. This is Dark Coping, and as always, keep surviving the dark.